Hello everyone, it's July 28th. Alright, let's do this. I have to do this one as well. Yeah, I'll do this. Alright, count number of teams. N soldiers standing in line. Each soldier is assigned a unique rating value. You have to form a team of 3 soldiers amongst them under the following rules. Choose three soldiers, IJK. A team is valid if rating I smaller than rating J smaller than rating K, or I larger than J larger than K. Return the number of teams you can form given the conditions. Okay, so we need to find 3 people, right? We need to find 3 numbers such that it's either increasing or decreasing in this order. So for example, if we choose 2, and it's 1000. Okay. Or we can sort it. If we sort it, then we just need to find the ones that's increasing. That's actually the same thing, right? That's actually the same thing. Let's see, let's try. Like if I choose 2 and I choose 5, then I need to know if there is anything bigger than 5. But how do we do that? Right? How do we do that? We don't know. So that doesn't seem to be the way. Okay, I need to know something's bigger than 5, but we don't know if anything bigger than 5. So now we choose 2 and 3. Then we need to know something is bigger than 3. Okay, we have 4. And now we pick on 4. And now we say start with, I don't know. If we sorted it, if we sort it, okay, if we sort it, there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So okay, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it will be the same problem even if you sort it, because if you sort it, then you want these values to be, increasing, right? You want these values to be increasing. Maybe, have you think about monotonic array? No, you have 2, 5, 3 come in, will pop, right? And then so anything in between is, because it's monotonic increasing, right? So anything in between is bigger than them, right? Because they got popped, which means they don't work. And then 4 comes in, here's your first, right? And then 1 come in and you pop them all. You pop everything and that's it. So the only thing you have is 2, 3, 4, right? Now then you do monotonic decreasing, which is 2, and then 5, pop, 3, 4, pop, and then have 1. Then you got 1. However, every time you add a value, because it's monotonic decreasing, right? So anything in between, then how do you know? Because it's monotonic decreasing, right? So if it's something bigger comes in, we'll pop, because everything is smaller. But if it's a small value comes in, right? Then, let's say I have a 4 come in. Then anything in between, because it's 3, right? 4 come in, now I'll pop. Right, I'll pop this value. Because anything that's smaller than a current will be gone. Smaller will be gone. If there's something bigger, it will be there. So, which means in between these will be always anything in between is smaller, so it doesn't work, right? So when the last one comes, and it works, right? This one works, so the current works. And anything in between these two will be smaller, but how do you know that they will also be bigger than this one? Because this could be like a 0, right? Ooh. Isn't that just to find a consecutive, like a find the subsequence that's what if you sort it? If you sort it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, this is 4, 0, 2, 3, and 1. And then for that, any 3 will work. But then how do you know these are sorted from low to high? Right? How do you know? I mean, it's a 4, so we won't have anything bigger than that. So now we have a 0. Then we have a 2, so we need to know if it is a bigger than 2. We have a 3, if it is a bigger... Isn't that the same problem? Right? I feel like the same problem. Yeah, you're still trying to find and increasing. Like how many is increasing? It's the same problem. Yeah, the thing is, like, if you encounter some value, right? If it gets smaller, because if I try to find increasing, if it gets smaller, then you can start from here, right? If it gets smaller, then you find something bigger, then you find something smaller, then you find something bigger, and then you have. How do we handle this? It is feel like it is monotonic, right? Yeah, let's say we have here, and then get bigger, then get bigger, then we get smaller. Okay, then when it gets smaller, then you start to pop. Anything bigger than that will pop. So we'll pop this, pop this. and then to guarantee that in between these two, everything is bigger. Okay. Now next, you come something coming in. That is the problem, because this coming in. Okay, I can say I fill this, but whatever gets popped, right? Whatever gets popped is not included. How do I include whatever gets popped? Or we can think about maybe O(n) squared, right? Can we just run it? Let's say if I want this to be if I want 2 to be the smallest, okay? If this one to be smallest, I need to find something that's bigger than 2, and then it goes up. So I say, okay, I have 5. So if I find something smaller, I just ignore, right? Something big, and then we have something come in, and we can form. That was good, right? And then we have a new one come in. Every time we have a new one come in, then we will like start from 2. We need to find a pair, right? That's bigger than 2, right? That's bigger than 2. So we can scan through the whole thing, eliminate everything that's smaller. Then we have everything that's bigger than 2. And then we just need to find pairs that are or the number of that's bigger than this value. The number, okay, how about this? The number of elements is bigger than 2 and is remaining. Okay, and so we go through this, we do a count. Now we have a count, right? So we say count the number that's bigger than 2 and the number that's smaller than bigger than 2. I say we have 3. Bigger than 5 is 0. Bigger than 3 is 1. Bigger than 4 is 0. 0. Can we get this one in one shot? I don't think we can get in one shot. Okay, this is like O(n) squared. We get a count, right? And then we'll also get a count. Count, let's say, larger, and then we can count smaller. Smaller than this is 1. Smaller than this is 3. Smaller than this is 1. 1 and 0, right? So now, armed with these two arrays, O(n) squared, and then we can say we start from 2, right? And then go to 5. I just need to find how many is bigger than 5. So I have 1. So I have 1. Then we start from 5. How many bigger than 5? At least it has to be 2, right? So we skip this. at least has to be 2. At least, so we just skip everything. So we have 1. Now we're gonna say decreasing. So how many is big smaller than this? At least 2. Oh, this one's good, right? So we have 3. So we can check this. How many is smaller than this? Is 1. So we have 1. So now we have 2. So I have 3 now. Okay, I mean, I think it will work, right? I think it will work, but not so sure. It's kind of a how should I put it? It's a bit clumsy, you know what I mean? Feels a bit clumsy. So I need to say int count bigger. Okay. Smaller. Okay. And then we is going to be int I 0 is smaller than right, and okay, and then for int wow, that's so bad. Larger than I think you could use else. Is that unique? Okay, then rest is 0. Okay. If count bigger I is larger than, have to be larger equal to 2. Right, then we go through one by one for it has to have at least 1, right? Because I have 2 and we can add 2 with 1, so I can just say rest plus equal to count bigger J. And the same thing if count smaller. $13.95. Brute force. First, find the count of numbers down the line that are smaller or bigger than the current number and use this info to compute the number of triplets available. Let's see if O(n) squared will pass. Oh, got an error. Okay, that is different. 3, 6, 7, 5, 1. Output 5, expected 3. Okay, so bigger 3, 1, 0, 0, 0. Smaller 1, 2, 2, 1, 0. So if I want to go bigger, so I have 1. Okay, got 1. Smaller 2. Oh shoot, my bad. It's oversight. Damn. Ugh. Sorry. J is larger than rating I. Yeah, I forgot about this. Oh, this is ugly. Yeah, I guess it is O(n) squared. That's what I guess. You know, because actually it's not really brute force. Because really brute force is gonna be, I would say, O(n) tripled, right? It's not. Oh, dp O(n) squared. It is O(n) squared. Oh. Fenwick tree. It's BIT. Jesus. How did DP work? How did DP work? Okay, count increasing team. Rating, current index, team size. I just read. Found, okay. If current index and team size increasing current index and the team size. So I'm at this index, team size is this. So if I'm this with the current team size, how many can I form, right? Otherwise, for the teams, and then you go from next index, go to the end. If the rating is larger than then valid teams plus equal to, we do recursion, right? And the team size u plus 1. I see. So what, this week is gonna be DP? Technically this is DP, right? Technically this is DP. Tabulation. How many soldiers to their left have lower ratings? How many soldiers to their right have higher ratings? See, this is the same idea as mine. Didn't really realize it, but we are actually using DP ideas, right? It is DP. My solution is DP. It is DP. So it's similar to this. All right, similar. I think it's similar to this. You can combine these two together because you consider this and you're going through, right? And you count the number that's bigger, you count the number that's smaller, and you're using rating I, which is you're using this one. You're using this, so you can actually combine these two, which will become this. Yeah, exactly. Oh, left smaller times right larger. Well, I'll stick with my idea, but BIT, how you use BIT? BIT is to compute the number from start to the current. Usually BIT used is the sum, right? A frequency of ratings with a specific range. Number of soldiers with a rating of 5. BIT. Huh. What does BIT compute? Because what I want to know is, let's say I start with a value, right? Then I need to know how many exists that's Oh, this is the sum. Oh, this is the sum. This bit. Oh, hold on. We are changing it, right? We're changing it. This bit, it's a prefix sum. And I shouldn't say prefix sum, right? I mean, it technically it is a prefix sum. But yeah, it's not really a prefix. It's the range, right? It's range because what bit does is, if you can get the sum from the start to a value, right? From start to an index, from start to the next index. So you can query and you can make changes, right? You can make change. You can add some value. You can update a value, and then you can update the whole thing really fast. That's kind of what bit is. And this, we turn the original array into a frequency array, right? Into a frequency array. And then we do bit on the frequency array. And then when we given a value, then we can query it really fast. We can query, let's say, up into some value. How many do we have, right? Up into a value, how many do we have? Three is 1, 97 is 0, so and then what? So you need a query and you need update. Count soldiers with smaller and larger ratings on both sides. Smaller ratings on the left. Get prefix sum. Current rating -1. Left bit. So I need a left bit and I need a right bit. There are two bits. Yeah, this is update. Left bit. Right bit is increasing. Oh, this is why you need bit. You're making changes. You're removing current rating from right bit. Okay. You're removing it. And then you're counting. Right, basically we're get prefix sum. Right, get prefix sum. But when did we do the left bit? I didn't see we do left bit. Smaller and larger ratings on both sides. Current rating -1. Smaller ratings on the left. Smaller ratings on the right. What's the difference between the two? So the left BIT, you always just update, right? And we'll get the smaller ratings to the left, smaller rating to the right. Smaller rating to the right. I think I don't understand this part. Smaller ratings on the right. Huh. Smaller ratings on the right. Smaller ratings on the right. I mean, BIT, initially you're just doing this. You're updating it, right? So you basically just compute prefix sum at the end of every index, right? Okay, so you get that. And then you're computing, because you set the rating to this. But what do you mean by smaller ratings towards the right? And all you did is you remove the current one. Okay? You remove the current one. And then you're trying to say that smaller ratings right. Huh? Okay, I understand this part. Right? I understand this part, but this left and right part I don't understand. Okay, left BIT, current rating -1. Yeah, this is to get the frequency of all that is smaller than a current rating. But why is this on the left? Right? Why is this on the left? I don't understand. Why is this on the left? Because these two are exactly the same. Right? The ways they update the left and right is exactly the same. The only difference is when you do... Okay, there is a difference because this one will only contain values towards the left. Okay, that's correct. Okay, the left BIT does only contain values on the left. Okay, that's good. But the right BIT, we go through everything first. So we have the full knowledge, right? We have the full knowledge. Ah, that's why you do this one. Oh, I got it. Because every time you go, you remove it. So whatever is left in the right BIT basically is everything towards the right. It's everything on the right hand side. That's what's left there. And then when you do this query, it is the count on the left. This is the count on the right. And then you do this, that is correct. It's the larger the count, small. Oh, good. It's good. Very good. Yeah, it's very good. I admit it's very, very good. Yeah. So how did you come up with this? It convert the problem into something else, right? Because you want to know, and I think the thing is the way I'm thinking is very different from the way the solution thinking. The way I'm thinking is we find the bigger, we find the smaller, and then it's a different way of thinking. The solution way of thinking is whatever number that I'm currently at, I will use it as the middle. Okay, then I need to find the number of values that's smaller than the current on the left hand side, and find the number of values bigger than the current on the right hand side, and I multiply them, right? And we do the other way, the bigger on the left and smaller on the right. So this is a more natural way, I think, to probably getting to BIT, because now I need to know the number that's smaller than the current on the left, right? So that's like it's like it doesn't need to be BIT actually. It can be a prefix sum, right? It can be a prefix sum. Can it be a prefix sum? Can it be a prefix sum? Actually, not really. It has to be a BIT because you need to query, right? You need to query. You need to query the count. Ah, yeah, this is a great idea using frequency. You're using frequency and you do the prefix sum of the frequency, right? You do the prefix sum of the frequency and you build a BIT to facilitate the prefix sum. And whichever number you give, I can query it, right? I can query it. Oh wow, this is a great idea. This is a great idea. Man, this is a great idea. Wait, what? 2 pointers? All right. It seems like we have to put this one here as well, and we have so many problems that we want to try the second solution. Just don't have time for it. Yeah, this deserves it. We need to do the BIT. And we haven't touched it for a while, and we've never done any Java before, so we need to. Actually, it doesn't really matter if I do it again. I probably won't do Java if I do it again. Yeah, but BIT. It's a simpler way to do prefix sum, right? To do prefix sum. I'm wondering if prefix sum can work. I mean, it won't work on the right hand side because you need to update, right? Prefix sum you cannot update, but for the left side, you are just adding value. But every time you add the value, it can change. Yeah, you're updating. Yeah, no, it has to be BIT. Lordy. Whew. All right, but that's it for today. Yeah, we have to try BIT. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios.